Hey guys, it's Blair with Revit Auto, and today I'm going to show you how you can remove a dent on a plastic bumper. Now this basically applies to any single plastic bumper out there, but on this 2008 Jeep Grand Cherokee we had plenty of access, and that's one thing you may struggle with on another vehicle. So make sure you have some tools ready so that you can remove the panels and gain access to the back side of the bumper. You're going to be pushing that dent out from the rear, as well as using some heat like from a hairdryer. So take a look at this video. If you have any questions, be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and we always appreciate having you guys watch our videos. It really means a lot to us that you've supported this channel, and we've just broken 1 million total views. So thank you guys again, and please enjoy this video. The first and easiest step is to park your vehicle out in the sun. This will help warm up the paint and make the plastic more malleable. Now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to start heating up the bumper. And you want to heat up the bumper in a very even pattern because you don't want to have too much heat concentrated in one area, and you also don't want to burn the paint. Now with the hair dryer, you're probably not going to be able to burn the paint because it's not going to get hot enough. But if you're using a heat gun, you could easily cook through that paint and have a big mess on your hands. So we're using our heat gun along with a thermometer to get this overall plastic bumper up to about 135 degrees. Now before I start pressing on the backside, I'm going to make sure I get that front bumper somewhere around the 150 degree mark. Anything past 165 is kind of my no zone. If it's 100 degrees outside and your car is parked in the sun, your paint typically gets to about 165, and I don't think I want to push it any further than that. Now if you're working on this at home, grab your hair dryer and heat this whole thing up. You want to spend probably 5 or 10 minutes putting some really good heat on this because you want that heat to soak through to the back side of the bumper. Now at this part of the video you can see that I am continuously providing heat to the bumper, but I'm also starting to fish by hand behind the dent. And all I'm doing is I'm going around in a circle and I'm pushing the bumper back forward. And as I apply a little bit more heat, I'll go back from behind the dent and I'll just continuously push it forward. If you guys notice, the gun is moving all the time. I don't want to keep it in one specific spot because that will burn the paint and you'll be left with an even larger headache. So as you can see, I'm starting to push it and the paint is not chipping off, which is good, and we're also getting the dent to come back forward. And that's really all you're trying to do. The bumper will go back pretty easily into the shape that it wants to. When it came out of the factory, that mold is where it wants to be all the time. So as long as you give it some good heat and you press it in a circular fashion from the rear, it's going to pop out nicely. You don't want to press directly on the back side of the dent because that's how you start to crack the paint. So all around in a circle, and you want to make sure that you're going at an even pressure, and you should be able to feel that the bumper is warm on the back side. That's how you'll know that it's time to start pushing. When it starts to warm up on the back, that means that the whole bumper is now a nice even temperature and it's above probably about 130 degrees, which is where you want it, before you start pushing it back. This bumper looks 100 times better, but it's still important to realize that your bumper may not be 100%. We still have some scratches to remove on this, and we'll show you how to do that in our next video using some cutting compound and a buffing wheel. As always, thanks for watching and happy motoring.